Hello, nerds. Welcome to another episode of Cubbie Chats. And unfortunately, I am rejoined by Stranger Things yapper,
So we're gonna
Hannah
start off
Sarah.
leaving.
She's already out the chair,
I'm
out of
leaving.
frame.
Hello,
Hannah, yep.
nerds.
Hannah Sarah was gone the last episode because
Because
she
I
was
was
at the
sick.
Joe concert. How was
Yep.
Joe?
Oh, excellent. So
Yeah.
good. It's so fun to kind of, put aside his role from Steve and see him in his element and just see his other passion of being an artist and writing songs and performing them. And so I loved just getting to watch him do that. It was so fun. Yeah, I loved it. I was rocking out, jamming out. Yeah, it was so good. So
What
good.
was like what was like the best song to see live?
Oh, that's so hard. It would probably have to be Gloom. I've been a Gloom fan forever, and
Mm-hmm.
I've made a few videos of like jamming out in my kitchen to that, and so just to see that live was so good. I was just like, oh, I was like crying behind my phone with that one. Um, and then it had to be between Potion and there's a few because like from the newest album I really liked Potion and Link. That was really fun to watch. But then Fool and then the end Flash Mountain was insane, wild
Yeah.
time. So yeah, it's hard to pick because they're all so good. And yeah, his just vocal range is really fun live. Like there's certain songs I'm like, yeah, hearing those live,
Good.
the best. So
Did he play Charlie's Garden?
yes, that was so fun.
Did he play the voicemail part at the beginning and then go into it?
Yeah, he did the voicemail that's like in not kind of the middle of the song. And it was really funny when Charlie was on, he was just like, who's this guy? Like yappy yappy. It was so funny. I am hoping though for like the Brooklyn shows in New York that Charlie comes out. That'd be so epic because
That'd be really cool.
Finn came out in Toronto.
In Canada, yeah, I saw those.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And I do also suspect he did an interview and it was also talking about like how his sisters are on the tracks.
Yeah.
And so he's hoping that they may show up for some Brooklyn shows. I was like, yes, we need the
He just
sisters.
announced a second wave.
Yes, he
Second
did.
wave of shows.
Another bite. I love
Finally, something is close to me, so
that. We got
I'm
Atlanta.
hoping.
There's
Well,
two dates. Yeah, Oklahoma's huge.
Oklahoma's way closer to me. That's a drive.
Yeah.
So if I can get
There's
there,
also two dates crossed off that are like blurred. And like some people were saying maybe it's a Texas festival that hasn't been announced yet. I don't know. So yeah.
Austin City Limits.
But then I also
Well,
like thought, okay, Stranger Things is also going to be in the fall. When is press tour going to start? Is that
got it.
going to be in October? I don't know.
Okay, so that just came out today. We're recording the 2nd, and people are already saying that it's got to cement the fact that Stranger Things is a November release
That's what I thought too.
because his last show is, I think, October 20th.
Yeah.
So
Because people were saying like there was that leak that it's coming out like volume 1 is October 10th and then second volume is November 27th on Thanksgiving. But I was like that's a lot. That's a lot. And
yeah, I
obviously
don't think
he'll
he'd be on.
know. He's not going
Yeah,
to
I don't
plan
think a
for
tour
it.
and a press tour would
Yeah,
vibe. That
it's
wouldn't
too
sync up.
much. And I'd be
So
really sad if he wasn't doing press tour. That'd be kind of dumb. And
yeah,
Premiere,
I
there's
don't see
definitely
that.
Premiere. Yeah. Premiere is also going to be before it comes out. So I was like, it's definitely aiming towards November, I think, for volume 1.
And also, I think I'm trying to remember, but I think they could just do a Squid Game, what they did with Squid Game, and start volume 1 like the last half November, December, and give us volume 2 January 2026 too.
I know.
But I don't know.
People might freak out it though.
There's so much stuff out there though, like, and half the time, honestly, it's been wrong.
Yeah.
There's always people that are like, "Oh, this guy got it right. This guy got it right," and no, nobody's got anything right.
Yeah, all these
Um,
leaks and stuff. So there was like people on X talking about, "Oh, I got this email from Netflix because I posted about, like leaks and everything and they sent me an email and said, "Oh, it's not coming out. Like volume 1 is like November 27th, all this stuff." And I'm like, "I don't know what's going on."
yeah. Also, I don't think Netflix is gonna email random accounts who are posting the links.
Yeah, I know they do get after people and like whatnot. So it's hard to tell what is real and
What's
what's
real and
not.
what's not.
Like, yeah. So,
Um,
I don't know.
but we do know that Stranger Things is gonna be at Tadum.
Yes. Okay, though, freaking as far as like the name, I heard Penn Badgley, who's in You, say it differently, and I'm like, have I been saying it wrong? I can't remember how he said it. I need to go back and find it.
Tadum.
Yeah, to doom.
I don't know.
I'm like, is it to
Tadum.
doom or is it to
Tadum.
doom?
It's the Netflix sound,
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
to me
Maybe
it
it's
sounds like
both.
tadum,
Yeah. So
bum bum.
I don't know. But whatever, yes, that
Hmm.
is coming up May 31st. Very, very, very excited.
And we know for sure we are getting Stranger Things content because
Yes.
Netflix themselves told
Told
us.
us. It's going to be a point 0.5 teaser. Just kidding. But I
We're
do know
also
upfront is May 14th. So they could be something there too. I don't know yet.
mhm.
And I don't know if we're going to get maybe things before these events happen, like maybe a poster. That'd be kind of fun just to hype it
Yeah,
up. And then
yeah,
maybe um a poster with dates at one of these, but I do think to them is something that a trailer teaser could happen. I don't know if a full trailer yet could
yeah.
happen.
I'm
I think
thinking
it's going to be a
teaser and
tease.
release date.
Yeah, tease release or month. Sometimes they do
Hmm.
that. Sometimes they don't always say dates yet. They're always just like the month, like November 2025.
Because I
It's like,
do remember Tadum 3 years ago, I think, or maybe it was two,
was it
and
the
we
Brazil?
thought we were gonna get some big thing, and it was Linda Hamilton,
Oh
and
yeah,
then that
that was at
that was it.
Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank you so much.
I mean, I'm glad to see Linda Hamilton in there, but I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be a bigger something, you know?
I know, but
So, yeah,
yeah, I think
I'm gonna be grateful for whatever we get,
yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun, exciting. They can't just give us all of it at once because then there's no hype to the fall. So I think
especially
it's
after
gonna be
3 years, we're gonna be getting, like, breadcrumbs
yeah.
all the way up until it
Mhm.
launches, so
Yeah. So it's gonna be exciting, super fun. I cannot wait.
and first of all, you guys, this is supposed to be a Star Wars episode, but, I have to say, and HannahSarah was here too, that on our episode, like, a month ago, we were talking about Stranger Things updates. I successfully predicted Stranger Things for Shadow nominations, Tony Award nominations.
Amen. We did.
I said Louis was gonna get one.
So
Louis McCartney got it, and
yes,
I said that their production and their sets were gonna get it, and that's the other 4 that were nominated. I think it got nominated
phenomenal,
for 5 Tonys.
insane. Like, are
It
you
is
kidding
the
me?
Stranger Things: The First Shadow is the most nominated stage production this award season for stage
I
shows.
think they're gonna sweep it.
I hope so. I
I think
honestly
they
what
could.
yeah. The only one as I really want Louis to pull it off,
I
and
know.
I think he was really, really great, but it's also hard to say because
A
I haven't
very hard
seen
category.
it's a very tough category, and I haven't seen anybody else from the rest of the shows.
Yeah,
But Louis, like, physically, like, throws his
top
body
tier.
around, so
We do also need a shout out though, Sadie. She is also
she's
nominated
nominated
for a
too.
Tony for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role. So very
And John
excited.
Proctor is the villain. And John Proctor is the villain is actually the most Tony nominated show this
Uh-huh.
season. Stranger Things: The First Shadow is overall the most nominated from all the award shows this season. So they're
Incredible.
yeah,
We
they
love
hit the
it.
ground running.
I know.
Most of the reviews for Stranger Things: The First Shadow were really great
Yeah.
after premiere night. That was April 22nd.
Mhm.
I saw a few that were like, "This is like," didn't like that Netflix was taking over like the stage, moving from television
Mhm.
into stage.
But it's
But I was
so
like,
good.
productions,
You
theater has to evolve too.
Yeah.
No,
I'm like,
so
this is a show that really has not ever been done, and, like, just the level that they have gone with this show,
mhm,
unreal. Nothing like you
yeah,
have ever seen on Broadway. So I'm
yeah.
happy that they took the risk and went there because
It's so good.
yeah,
It really is. So I say theater has to evolve.
it
And I say
does.
that as somebody who just got into theater
As someone
like
who's a
this
theater
year.
kid, it needs to happen. We need to
Mhm.
just step out of our comfort zone and take risks. And so I'm happy they
Yep.
did it. Did it.
Any other big life updates for you?
Well, I did get casted in an indie horror film. That was
Mhm.
really exciting. We have an Indiegogo right now that you can check out. It is, if you follow me on socials, I do have it linked into my bio. There's a bunch of different perks within those. So it's not just like you're giving money to support it. There's like a bunch of different tiers. One of them, I mean, you can get a video message from me. Of course, I know you want to. It's tempting, I know. Um, there's a bunch of other things. I know one you can have if you have a brand, you can have your brand within our movie, which like if you have merch or anything type of that, you can have like one of our cast members like wear it. It'll be in like a scene or something. So definitely have like your brand within the
Imagine a
movie.
Cubbie Chat shirt.
Amen. It needs to happen.
Getting
um
slaughtered in a Cubbie Chat shirt. Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Or like tying it around like someone stabbed. Like, here's this shirt. Perfection. Um, but yeah, there's a bunch of different tiers that you can like check out with that, which is really fun. But yeah, if we get all that funded, we'll start filming this August in Ohio, which is super fun because I'm from there. So yay, love that. Get to
How
go
long would you
back.
guys shoot for? How long do you guys shoot for?
This one I think 12 days. It's really quick,
Mm, yeah,
but really fun. I think I like those types of projects where it's very just kind of like intimate and quick, and very hands-on. So it's really fun. But yeah.
that's really cool. You know what
Yeah.
else? You know, you were talking about like a quick turnaround for a film. You know what other movie I found out was shot in like that time frame?
Hmm.
One of them days with Kiki Palmer and SZA that just came out.
Oh, wow.
They shot that in the same time frame.
It's
That's
crazy.
crazy. I know.
Yeah,
But I'm
it's
so impressed with it.
insane. Yeah.
That means somebody when they have that, somebody has a clear vision.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I think it's
Yeah,
great.
they know what they want and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna get it done." Yeah. But yeah, my character is Jamie. Obviously can't disclose anything, but she goes through it. And it's really fun. I'm like, "Yes, we will go there." But
I
yeah,
can't wait to watch.
it's a bloody good time, literally.
Yep. So it's at official Hannah Sarah. You can find
Yeah.
it in your bio.
Yes. Yep.
There you go.
It's yes. The link is like what you click it and then there's like options. There's support our film. So yeah, go check it out. Support it.
There you
Yay!
go.
But yeah,
That's gonna be exciting.
I'm really excited. I read through the script and it's fun. It's really fun. It gives me like hell of a summer vibes. It's kind of like that.
Ooh, yeah.
So I think, yeah, not as far as like comedy wise, but just as far as like, kind of group of friends. And then, it takes a turn
Yeah.
for the worse. So yeah, it's really fun.
Those are the best though. Like those like classic slaughter films,
Yes.
teen camp. Those are like really good.
Vibes. Yeah. Love them. Love them. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, support Hannah Sarah.
You better, or I'll leave.
Yeah.
She'll walk out.
And I know people listening to um like on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you guys won't see this, but you can see it on YouTube if you want to watch us. But we have our little first fan art right here. Cubbie Chats podcast from my friend Sarah Ms.
That is so
Ms. She
adorable.
sent us this
That's
little
cute.
fan art right here with Cubbie Chats with our logo.
So
So
cute.
that was really exciting to see. It's very
Yeah.
pretty.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mizzy. It's so beautiful.
It's
I'm
really
just
cute.
when people go that far, I'm like, oh
Oh,
my
I know.
god, we're making an impact.
I know. Like, thank you so much.
I know. It's like I
Perfect.
don't know. Like when people take their time and make stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh,
I know.
it's so
It's so cute.
crazy.
Yeah. I'm
And
like, you
she
want to
did
send
such a
me
great
some?
job with the logo on it. So I'm
Very
very, very happy. Thank you, Miz, again.
yes, thank you. Yeah,
Anyways, let's move
let's
to the
get
topic at
into
hand.
dun,
Star Wars.
dun, 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 dun.
Doo doo. Doo doo doo.
Predator,
Um,
Vader.
wait,
No, we'll leave that to
that
the
wasn't that bad.
Yes.
I mean, it was bad, but not
It
that
is
bad.
bad, but like it's fine. It's like a 2. Oh my
It
gosh.
was what was it, the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith?
Yes.
Did you watch it in theater?
Oh, well, yes, but I also, like, distinctly remember watching it, like, when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, how old was I? Like, 10? 11? Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom is a huge Star Wars fan, and we she before I was born, like when the 80s movies were out,
Mm-hmm.
she was always like first in line, like that was their thing. And so then
Yeah.
when I was old enough to go, I remember like we got there at like 5 in the morning. Like we would camp
To wait in
out
line.
and
Yeah.
yes, we were first in line. I remember my mom got like a certificate of us being the first in line. They gave us the posters. It was so cool. But yeah, it was so fun. We I guess not pertaining to this movie, but we do know Harrison Ford. Have I mentioned that on this podcast that we know Harrison Ford?
You might have mentioned it
I
on
think I might
episode
have.
2,
Yeah.
but let's go ahead and
Anyway,
refresh. You guys
yeah.
know Harrison Ford.
Yes. So, fun fact, he has a home in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I don't know if he still does. I don't know. But there was this little airplane like hangar because he flies helicopters. And so it's called the Warbirds. And my mom worked there and became really good friends with him because she was his waiter and everything. So we got really close that way. And I got to fly his
Mm-hmm.
helicopter. My friend dated his daughter one time too. So that's a fun fact. But yeah, he's very sweet, very, very funny. But that's my fun little
That's so cool. I
right?
do remember like
I think I still
watching
gotta find
the
it.
prequels
Mhm.
in the theater, but I
Yeah.
will say Phantom Menace is still
Is it like
like
you're
my
talking about?
number one movie out of the entire Star Wars like franchise. It's still my number one.
Yeah.
I just Darth Maul was just, I think, even
Such
he has like
a
no words, but still just so
scary.
scary.
I know,
It's
like
so
his little
scary. And he's got his
anyway.
little horns,
I know. It's scary.
and
I'm
then
like, ugh. And then his big
and then
face.
the final battle between him, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan.
Intense,
Such a good
sweating.
one.
Yeah.
And a double-sided saber. And I think that was the first time I saw like a main character like get killed. I did not expect Qui-Gon to go out like that.
I know. Rude. That was
And
that
then
was
Obi cuts him in half. I'm like, oh my god. And then he survives because then he's back in the animated Clone Wars. Goes toe to
love
toe with
that.
Ahsoka. It's
Yeah.
so good. But watching Revenge of the Sith in the theater, it like no matter like how many times I've seen it,
It's just
watching
that
Anakin,
movie.
yeah, watching him become Vader, it
It's
like
that
still blows my mind every time.
pretty sure it was the first one at that time to be rated PG-13 because of how dark it was.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure.
mean, when Anakin is on the floor burning and
That
then he like
just
screams like I hate you. Yeah.
it's like,
Damn.
okay. I cry
Gut
every
wrenching.
time about the whole younglings part. Like, do not speak to me. Do not speak to me. Except like people now, I saw them like all cheering. I do know like the one little kid who has that line. He was
Oh
on
yeah.
social media and like
Hmm.
that's me. And
I
I saw
saw that
someone
too.
yes, and I saw someone in the comments are like, bro, we cheered when you're seeing that. And I'm like,
There's too many of them. What do
I
we
know.
do?
What do we do?
It's
Ooh.
like, and hearing his story about how like they were all just kind of like in the group and they were just deciding who'd we give the line to, and they all just ran through the line real quick. I'm
Yeah,
like, dang. Also
that's
shows just right place, right time,
I know.
you know? But that was
Stressful.
really cool that he like
Like,
popped
oh,
out of the
cool.
woodwork for
The Anakin Skywalker killed me. Like, thanks.
that.
Terrifying. But yeah, very happy about that. I think that movie, I know at our time, you know, Hayden, no one liked him.
Hmm.
And like
Right.
our generation now is like loving on him so thankful for him. And it's so nice to see him come back into the spotlight, with being in Ashoka and, going to all these conventions. It's so refreshing. And I can tell he's just so humbled and just so sweet about it. And so I'm so happy that he's doing these. Like, oh my gosh, like last year he was doing so many cons, and this year he's
Mhm.
doing more again. It's crazy. And I'm so happy
He
about
came he came to a fan expo near me,
that.
and the amount of people that were there, basically, he had his own,
Yeah.
basically, like, convention center, like, he had his own huge
It
room.
gets crazy and overwhelming,
Mhm.
and it sucks sometimes because
Yeah.
it gets, like, hours long. I think,
Y
honestly, they overbook him, and I'm like,
yeah.
"This man needs to eat."
Yeah.
Like, he needs a break, and it gets stressful. I mean, like, there's always so many problems at these things with him. Just, fan interactions that just go completely wrong, and I'm like, "This man is human. Let's be
Mhm.
respectful." It's so hard about conventions is people just aren't respectful. They think that they're entitled to, do whatever they want with these people. I'm like, "They're literally just like us.
Yeah.
Be respectful, and yeah, let's all have a good time."
Yeah, that's I never know what is in the mind of people who cross the line.
Yeah. I
Like, how do
don't
you know you're not being too much? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and Hayden's, like, one of those guys who's just, like, very sweet, and I'm just like, "Okay, you need to not be as sweet," because I think people
Yeah.
just take advantage of it, and yeah, like you said, just overstep, and I'm like, "No one's gonna wanna do these events anymore because we're
Mm,
just crossing
yeah.
a line." Ugh, drives me nuts. But yeah,
What do you think was the switch that yeah, because and when these movies first started coming out, they didn't like
yeah,
Hayden.
I don't
So
like
Hayden
for
came
him.
in 2 and 3,
Mhm.
and then now we have a
And then we
complete,
just,
like,
like, didn't hear
turnover.
anything about he did movies and stuff, but yeah,
I don't even know if it was, like, millennials ourselves that didn't like it. I feel like the older
it
generation, the one
was.
right above us, kind of, like,
Yes.
maybe started seeping that I mean, it's like what Marvel fans and most of the Star Wars fans do now,
Yeah.
when they're just kinda, like, hate on every single thing. I feel like it was, like, an older generation above us that kinda, like, maybe influenced our thinking about it. 'Cause
Mhm.
I knew people didn't like him, but I never would
I
have got
never
to that
knew
place.
why. I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I was like and honestly, I was still young, so I didn't even put together that he was not the original Anakin from 1.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even that never even crossed my mind. I was like, "Oh, he just grew up. Why is everybody mad?" Like, why is everybody mad at him?
Yeah.
But it's also great that Hayden, knowing maybe he wasn't well received the first round, that he's willingly coming back
Yeah, and
to
I
it,
think
you know?
it's like yeah, the fans are so nice. I do have to shout out one of my friends. She does this really cute concept with him. I can't remember exactly where they met, but they met long time ago, so I'm sorry that I don't remember what the event that they met at, but it's so cute. They do what's called Haydenception, and she gets her picture taken,
Mhm.
and then she puts it on a shirt and then goes and takes a picture with him on the shirt, and they're pointing at it, and then she'll have that and put it on the shirt again, and just like this cute
So
little
it's like
thing. I knew
a
yeah, she's
photo op
like
within a photo op within a
photo,
photo op.
a photo within a photo. Yes. And she got to go to Star Wars Celebration in Japan. Um, and he's just the sweetest with her. Like, that's what I love about people like her. They have fun ideas with him. Their interactions are genuine and unique and one of a kind. And that's why I think he keeps doing these because of
Yeah.
people like that. I'm gonna show you. This was so cute. So it was Hayden's birthday. Oh, hello.
Right there, right there, right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Picture within a picture. And then here's another cute one.
See, when somebody has something clever like that, I think that is so smart.
Yeah. It is
Like,
so
that's how you get
adorable
remembered.
and so fun. And he's pretty open to doing some fun little poses. I mean, I'll show you mine. They're great.
Oh my god, Hannah Sarah's gonna rub it in, she's
Here
met
we
him.
go. Okay, this was our very first one together. Oh, look at us.
A cute couple going to prom.
I know. And then I saw him the next. So this wasn't at MegaCon a year ago, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I decided I got invited to go to Indiana Comic Con, and he was also there. look, we're just so look at that.
Is just black his thing?
He usually
He's always
wears
in
a lot
black.
of black. There's sometimes gray, but he loves wearing hats. He loves hats.
In every out of the like 5 or 6 photos you just showed between you and your
He's
friend,
wearing black
it's
with
black.
gray.
He's in black.
I know. Look at that one too. I got a lot of pictures that day.
Dang.
It's like my go-to pose.
Okay, I'm jealous.
Oh, and then we
I'm jealous
looked at
now.
each other with just ease and
How many did you have to buy separate photos, or they give you all of these?
So usually I do buy at MegaCon. I did get some free ones because I was gonna do interviews, but it got so crazy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. And so they felt bad and they're like, here you go. I'm like, okay, thank you.
I use
But yeah,
them with Hayden.
I know.
Hayden, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they're super fun. He's doing so many. I can't even keep up anymore. I know Chicago is one of them, and he's also going with Ewan. So that's fun. I regret though not seeing Ewan at MegaCon.
I need to
They're
see where they're popping up.
Yeah. Chicago's definitely one. He's got some foreign ones. I think I saw one today. I think he's doing Manchester. I think
When
that's
is
one. I
Chicago?
think a Liverpool one as well. So
Is
many.
Chicago later in the year?
I believe so. I want to say that one might be August. Let me go check. It's with Fan Expo. Um,
And they didn't get him at Fan Expo Dallas,
yeah.
bro.
So Fan Expo is August
That's
15th to the
crazy.
17th, Chicago. So yeah, Ewan's going.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Do you have a favorite villain out of Star Wars?
Ooh.
I think mine's Maul or Grievous.
Yeah, Maul's great. Grievous Grievous scared me. I'm just like, is
The
he all right?
cough.
The
Yeah.
I read about the cough though. Gosh, where was it? It was like I gotta go find
I
it.
remember playing the Star Wars game on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Grievous was so freaking hard to beat.
I'm like, I'm not playing this anymore.
Mhm.
I don't want to play.
I quote that game all the time
Where's it?
because Obi-Wan says this. I hope it's in Revenge of the Sith. I can't remember.
Hmm.
I think it's in that game. And this is so stupid. I don't know why I do this, but he says the door's open. Let's go. I say that every day. Don't know why. Probably a tism thingy, but
Okay.
I quote that game all the time.
So is this? It says General Grievous wasn't played by an actor. They could have got somebody impressive to voice the droid, but that was not the case. Instead, sound engineer Matthew Wood voiced him. I think that's what I read.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But then you also George Lucas made a quick cameo in this one as well.
Where?
Well, that was so wait, let's see. La, la, la. Let's see. I'm trying to remember.
Speaking
I
of,
think it was at the off. It was the blue. He was this blue face alien type looking guy at the opera on Coruscant.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I
Speaking
know
of,
his kids had also had cameos in it as well.
that's cool.
I know they did. I think this one, but and Attack of the Clones as well. Yeah, super fun stuff.
Speaking of
But
George Lucas, Mr. Lucas,
the man himself.
if you're one of the 5 people that listen to this podcast, just kidding. It's
He
more than
listened
5.
to us.
It's 7.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna speak for HannahSarah. We would like to go to Skywalker Ranch.
Of course.
I want to see what's there.
See the
Honestly,
scene.
okay. I watched an episode of The Big Bang Theory. I watch that like almost every single day, every single night. And there's one with Leonard and Sheldon, and they try to sneak into Skywalker Ranch.
Oh my gosh. Let's
It put me
not.
on a trail.
I know. That's
I'm like,
so
I want to
funny.
go there so bad now.
Or like when they had the one episode with the sweet guy who played Darth Vader voice. And he's
Oh
gone.
yeah, James Earl Jones.
Yes.
And then he's like,
Thanks,
what
yeah.
did he say? I don't. He said he told Sheldon
I
something. I
that
don't need this. I
like
have Darth
Star
Vader
Wars.
money.
Oh yeah, that too. Like Star Wars. Uh-huh. I like Star Wars too. Like, yes. So
And
dang true.
my mind was so blown when I realized that he's the guy from Sandlot. Like, what?
Exactly.
That's so crazy.
I'm trying to
Um, what are you thinking about? Like, what are your like favorite like Star Wars shows right now? I loved Ahsoka.
focus good. I need to get into Andor because
Yeah, season 2 just dropped.
um
I
That's fair.
loved Andor in Rogue One.
Mm,
I loved Rogue One so much.
yeah.
And it
Um,
kinda sets up, like, Leia's storyline in the very, very first ones in 4, 5,
yeah.
6.
Of course, I love Mandalorian
But
for
why?
not obvious reasons. For
Why
Baby
do you love The
Grogu. Baby
Mandalorian?
Grogu, like, so much. Like, are you kidding me? Just everything about is just so cute. That's it.
I think
What else would I
I'll tell you why, and his initials are PP.
mm. Oh my gosh, I hope he never listens to this.
It rhymes with Waydro Wascal.
I'm gonna steal his last name.
Speaking of that, he was at was it Fantastic Four or was it the Star Wars Celebration where I sent you the photo of him and I was like, "What the hell is
Oh,
this?"
I was like,
And
he looks great. What are you talking about?
so
He
that's
looks
when he had
good.
like shin
Listen,
high boots and shorts on.
listen,
And
he
I
looks
sent HannahSarah, I was like, "What the hell is his outfit?" And as I was sending it, HannahSarah was posting how she thought he looked so hot in this
I
outfit.
know. I was posting about it and I screenshot it and sent it to you. I'm like, what the heck? The universe is trying to tell us something.
Yeah, like, as I sent it, she was posting. Like, the screenshot was so good.
Yeah, it's great.
I yeah, I didn't get the outfit,
On art.
but I always there's something about doesn't he have something about, like, his sexy knees? Doesn't he talk about it
Oh my god.
somewhere?
Slutty nays.
Slutty knees, that's what it was.
Yes. I remember when he showed up to the Met Gala and it was his red outfit, which I have it
Uh-huh.
on a sweatshirt. And it's his kind of like what he wore, like he was showing off his knees. He had black like shorts and it on. And I remember seeing a post about it in my stories that like popped up. It's just like, I don't want to hear what anyone has to say about this. I love it. Like nobody has can talk. Like you shush up.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But
I
you know what?
You never will.
I
One sound.
won't. But Pedro, okay, was Pedro's star power from Mando? Like, I
Oh.
can't think of anything else that he was in before.
So he's done Narcos. I have to remember
That's
what they
probably
were.
why.
He's done
Narcos was a really big movie, but or a big
yeah.
show, but I never watched it.
Which Mandalorian was kind of what I started to get into Pedro from. Like I hadn't watched his other movies before then,
I mean,
but
he was successful, but like mainstream
yeah,
was Mando, right?
in my view, yeah, I would say.
I'm trying. I know. I'm trying to think. Like,
And he's just staying booked. Like, oh my gosh.
Mhm.
He's got a lot of stuff coming up. Like, obviously, Fantastic Four is huge.
Can't wait.
He's also
Can't
in
wait.
The Materialist, I believe is what it's called, with Chris Evans.
Last of
And
Us.
yeah. And yeah, Last of Us. And Dakota is also in Materialist. Yeah, he's doing a lot. I'm
Yep.
trying to remember the other stuff. But yeah. I totally forgot about the like Han Solo movie.
I
Did you
haven't
watch
seen it.
that?
I haven't seen it. I want to watch it,
It's like
but
a one and done, I think is whatever.
I hated. I can't even remember the name of what is the first one in the recent trilogy, The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
When we first get introduced to Rey,
Mhm.
I hated
Yeah.
that
Honestly,
they killed
J.J.
him off that way.
Abrams, it's not good. First one was like great, but I did not like the final one with, oh, my name is Skywalker. I'm like, bitch, it's not. It's not. Good grief.
I
And have you
the
watched all of
sec
them? Like all those?
I'm halfway through the third, so like I don't know how that one ends. But it's also because I couldn't get myself to like
Really
sit
watch
down
it.
and finish it.
Yeah,
It'd be
it's
honestly,
okay.
I
I'm trying.
I want to like this trilogy because I don't want to be one of those people that are like, oh god, it's so horrible. But
Yeah.
what they did in the second one, it was just so boring, and I hated
It
like
just ruined the franchise. Like, just it was sad. I'm like,
they ruined Finn's character.
yeah,
It was so boring. It was just a love story. I mean,
I
nothing
know,
wrong with that, but he
but
went from like
the Rise of
superhero to like obviously he was like the sidekick, maybe even, but
yeah. Oh, it's okay. So It goes The Force Awakens. That's what I remember. Yeah,
That's what it is.
Force Awakens is the first one, and then you have Rise of Skywalker. No, ups, that's the last one. Sorry, Last Jedi, and then The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, so Force
Right?
Awakens was the one that
Force Awakens is great. It's like whatever.
I just didn't like how they killed Han. And also,
Boo!
I know
So
the girlies
stupid.
I know the girlies like it because it's Adam Driver, but Kylo Ren was a weak ass villain. I'm
Yep,
sorry.
was not
Like this
good.
girl barely just learned and you're getting your ass whooped. Like you're in your outfit. You have a bad lightsaber. We should be a little bit stronger.
Yeah, that's interesting. Last Jedi got 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
How?
Are they okay? I don't trust them. Sorry, I
I don't
don't.
trust Rotten Tomatoes either. I go
Rise
by
of
the audience score.
Skywalker got 51%.
What's the audience score on Rise of the Jedi?
For which one?
Rise,
What?
the last one, Rise of the
Last
Jedi.
one? Rise of Skywalker or The Last
Rise of
Jedi?
Skywalker, yeah.
Like, okay, I don't know. It's not showing me on this thing.
Also, I just want to say that even though I'm talking smack, Daisy, I would still really love to
We
see you
love
back.
Daisy.
I would
It's
still
not
love
her
to see you
fault.
back.
It's not her fault. Just bad
Also,
writing.
while we're since we're talking about the Star Wars, I've said this in I feel like almost every episode. I still will not forgive the Star Wars fans for getting Acolyte canceled. Acolyte was so good. It had so much potential.
Yeah, I don't know what
I talked
happened.
about this on the last episode with Chris. I know you and I have talked about this too. But Acolyte was so good. And it's like it's a story before all of these movies even start.
Mhm.
The action was so fucking good. So good. And Daphne Keane, who played X-23
And
in
Manny's really good looking.
and yes, yes. And they set his story up like at the finale, like that was gonna be such a great story for season 2.
Yeah.
And there were just so many good moments. Like I loved a lot. This is where like a lot of people got mad is because they told the same story in multiple episodes, but from different POVs.
Mhm.
I personally loved it because it makes you kind of have to teeter between who's right and who's wrong
Yeah.
because you're kind of rooting for you start kind of rooting for the Jedi, but then you kind of see, you know, what's her name? May, and I can't remember what the sister's name, the twin sister. Then you start kind of seeing their POV, and you're like, well, maybe they're both. I mean, they're both fighting for what's right,
Yeah.
and then you question it. And Daphne Keane, who played Jackie, her fight scene was absolutely incredible, and this villain was absolutely terrifying. And it was just such a. I talked about Kylo being a weak ass villain. This one was not that.
Yeah.
Like he was set up to be so good.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I
I
agree.
won't.
I also forgot another show, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. That one was pretty good. I did
I
see
liked
like
it.
a fan-made type thing where like they just added a bunch of scenes like fighting with him and Vader, and I was like, that was so good.
Hmm.
But yeah, I
The, the only thing I remember from Obi-Wan is young Leia. There were so many videos about her fleeing.
it
Like,
was so bad. The
yeah,
choreography for running in the forest, I'm like,
and like
do
how
we
she
know
like,
how to run? Are we
yeah,
okay?
and like she like ducked under a branch, and then the guy just like dead ass stopped.
Like, what do I
What do I
do?
do?
I was like,
Yes,
"Are we okay?" Yeah, that little bit was not good, but she was great. She had so much I just love
yes.
seeing little Leia. Her just
She
sass,
went
you could
to a
see just
She went to a con,
yes, she
last
did.
year, and people were just like the line for her was still crazy. I was like, "That's
So
so cool."
cute. I know they had a picture of her with Hayden too. I thought that was really cute.
I did
But yeah,
like
I did like
Obi-Wan.
yeah, I did like the ending. That part made me cry. Very
Mhm.
special. I don't wanna spoil it if people haven't watched that, but very
It's been out
tender.
like
Oh, that
4
was
years, guys.
I know, whatever, whatever. Just watch it. But yeah, that was really tender. But, um, I did wanna ask, what is, like, your favorite moment within Revenge of the Sith? Like,
Oh,
your
Revenge
favorite
of the
part?
Sith? I did love seeing Mace Windu fight. I did love seeing him, um And I thought it was so cool because that was the first time we see like a purple saber.
I know. I love it. I love
And
it.
I think that's so cool. But I don't know. I feel like Anakin did some very crappy things. But like seeing him turn in that moment against Mace Windu, I thought that was really, really cool.
Intense.
But it's
Yeah.
also like, I mean, when the more you look at it, you're like, well, who do you actually root for? I
I
mean, the
know.
Sith are the bad guys, but then it's like, well, the Jedi's aren't always right
Yeah.
either. So I'm like, dang,
Hmm.
that's a hard. I mean, I aesthetically, I always choose a villain. We've talked about this. Like the villain aesthetic is so much nicer, so much sleeker.
Yeah.
I mean, Anakin. Even look at Anakin's get up. He's
Yeah.
got the vest over him, and guess what? That waist is cinched.
Oh my gosh.
Guess what? That waist is cinched. Like probably
Literally.
the best. That's honestly probably the best look. Yeah, but
Yeah.
villains just have a
Very
better
good.
one. But um,
No. I think I really
and-
like there's a few good moments. I loved Yoda's fight. I think that part always
yeah.
gives me like full body chills. I'm like,
Hmm.
of course, execute order 66 stuff. I get emotional every
Uh,
single time. It's just like, and like
they
I watch it so many times. I'm like, maybe it'll be different.
no,
No. It's
and
just
there
as you
was
get older, I'm like, oh, I like understand it more. Like,
I
oh yeah,
cannot
this is
remember I cannot remember the Jedi's name, but during Order 66, they shoot her, right? She falls,
yes.
she's gone. And then they
Mhm.
keep unloading in her. I'm like,
Like, are we
"Damn."
done?
I'm
Yeah.
like,
I
"Yes." I'm like,
I did like the part too where they were about to execute Yoda and he just sensed it and just whoa,
set
just
them
did
off.
this cute
Yeah.
little cute. So yeah, that part's good. And then of course, just it's the most iconic thing out of that movie, just the fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin and
Mhm.
Mustafar, just and just like that the whole dialogue of like you turned her against me and just like with
Yeah.
Padme there and everything like that was I think that's just an always iconic part. I there's this really awesome painting I want. It's with those two fighting and like all the lava and everything. I'm just like, ugh, I need that and I need it signed. So
It was so good. There's also a fan-made poster that came out of that battle, and they
oh,
kinda put they kinda put Vader and, like, his outline in the lava
that'd
while
be
they're
sick.
fighting. It was so good.
That's crazy.
But and then I think, of course, obviously, it's, like, the Vader suit
Hmm.
coming on and then building it onto Anakin,
Yeah.
and then hearing the first breath as Vader, and then you
And
see
him
the
not
Death Star
realizing that
getting built.
I did all of this and I killed Padme.
Yeah.
Like, this is not what he wanted. It's like, well, you kind of got corrupted by power, and that's what happens. So, good job.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Ugh.
Um,
I
but
have this I have this post in my drafts, but it's basically saying, like, no matter where Anakin is, he's always in his lifetime, he's always been a slave. He was a slave on
yeah.
Tatooine, a
Mhm.
slave to the Jedi, and a
Uh,
slave to the Sith.
so, yeah.
He's, like, never
Never
been,
been
like
free.
mhm,
Ugh, that's good.
but it's like, yeah, that's crazy to think about, though.
Yeah. I liked how they put Hayden in like the suit. Like he wanted to do that. And I was like,
Mhm.
I would not be able to breathe.
Yeah, I'd be claustrophobic.
Yeah. It was
Also Hayden coming back for Ahsoka,
so
that was a great
perfect.
scene too.
Yes.
And Ahsoka 2, because I think Rosario Dawson just posted this, has
They started
started.
filming, yes.
Mhm.
So I love their friendship. They're so cute. They were both at Indiana Comic Con, and I just love their relationship with each other and how they bring those two characters to life on screen. Like, that's our Snips and Sky guy. Like, it's so cute. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, they're perfect for that. They did really good casting her.
I'm excited for season 2.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with my Ahsoka Funko Pop line. I think I need, like, 4 more.
Dang. There you
I
go.
know. Random random tidbit, I'm almost done. I still know Rosario Dawson as Mimi from Rent.
Yeah.
What's the time? It's gotta be close to midnight. My body's
Oh,
talking to me. Says time for danger.
can you
Such a
imagine
good one.
her and Hayden on the podcast, though? I was thinking about that beforehand. I'm like, they'd be so cute on the podcast. I'm manifesting that.
Together on here.
Yeah.
I need to reach out to Rosario.
There you go. We're gonna send it into the galaxy universe, and just
in a galaxy far, far away.
Force will be strong with this.
Mhm.
It'll work out.
Use the Force. We're gonna
Yes.
use the Force.
The Force. But anyway.
I I also I liked Boba Fett. I talked about this with Chris for a second too.
Nasty.
How Boba Fett kind of became Mando, but I still liked it. But
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting anything new from that.
Probably not. I don't know.
Also, what did you think of like the very, very first movies? Like when we
With
find out.
like Harrison
Also,
Ford and stuff.
Mark Hamill,
Mhm.
Carrie Fisher.
I met him. I got his signature right.
You met Mark Hamill? Oh, right
Yeah,
there.
let me pull that picture up.
Oh, I'm HannahSarah. I just meet everybody.
I just like love it. Yeah, I like those movies. I think people like, you know, I don't know. I'm curious, do you like watching the movies from the 80s movies on, or do you start with, Hayden's movies and then go to
And
those?
I started at Phantom Menace, and
Yeah.
then
I think
and
I showed my girls.
I think it's like different for me because like I did see the first three
Okay.
first, four, five,
Yeah.
six, and then like I guess I was probably a teenager when three came out, maybe a little bit younger,
Yeah.
but I guess I never put it together about him becoming Vader. Like I never connected those like three to four.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, "Oh, this is so crazy." And then, like, in my head, I'm just thinking, like, and I'm sure he's talked about it, but how did George Lucas come up with the idea to do
Mhm.
4, 5, 6, and then
Mhm.
later on 1, 2, 3? I need to get him on the podcast. How do you know when the time is right to start 1? You know? Why was it in the 2000s and not the early 90s
Yeah.
for it? Like, how much time needed to pass? And
Yeah.
yeah, how do you just start building that story to connect it? Or did he have the story first and then decided to
To do that.
do
Yeah.
4, 5, 6?
No. But yeah, I do like those ones. I love the back and forth with Han and Leia. Great
Yeah.
character dynamic. Yeah, they're really good movies that I've grown to appreciate. I think younger, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to watch these. They're
I
old.
know.
Like you just, I'm like, no. But now I'm just like, yeah, they're great.
They're so good.
I
And
forgot. I
2
dressed up as Ray one year for a
wait, is
cosplay.
that you?
Yeah.
That looks like Ray. That's a really good cosplay.
Yeah. That whole thing was really expensive to put together. Love that. Love cosplaying so much. I gotta find my
That's a really good one, though.
Yeah, that one was really fun.
Also, the thing that blew my mind too was that he never says, "Luke, I am your father."
Oh, yeah, he just says
I
zoom
also
in. I had to zoom in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little
Am I wearing a
jealous.
Star Wars shirt? I think I am wearing a Star Wars shirt. I'm like, "Hey,
I'm
yeah,
jealous.
you're welcome."
I'm not gonna miss the next time they come around, I'm not gonna miss it. I'm gonna go next
Just
time.
go. Just do
I
it.
do John Boyega is coming close to a convention, so I kinda wanna go see him. And then Frank Grillo is coming too. Spones from the MCU.
Yeah.
So I do wanna go see them.
Just do it. Just do it.
I know. YOLO.
It's fine. Money will hopefully come later.
Will it? When?
We don't
I'm
know.
still waiting.
I know. I'm like, it's fine.
Side note, this is really random. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I had the worst month as a content creator last month. Like, what I made was cents. I made
It's
15 cents.
bringing in the big bucks.
I made 15 cents. It's been a very long time since I've done. I also haven't been posting like the required content, but
Oh yeah, it's
which is
hard.
like
It's
1 minute.
Yeah, it's annoying because I was in like the program like before it turned into that, and like really
Mhm.
anything like time wise was fine,
Yeah.
and now it's like, la, la, la.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like for me, since like that whole shutdown for a day and a half, basically, or barely even, it just ruined like my numbers sometimes. Like, not that it matters to me, but I'm also like, this is my job.
Yeah.
Like, it's frustrating. So
Yeah.
just keep
It's
pushing. It's hard.
it's definitely yeah, since it came back, it's definitely been very, very weird, like
Yeah. It's not been
numbers.
the same.
And
Yeah.
but sometimes I'm like, I'll look at, like, huge accounts that have million followers, millions, I'll
Mhm.
be like, "They're getting the same views that I am." So either I'm not doing bad or their content, like, shifted. But it's just, like, crazy how, like, fast you can be popular for a second and then it, like,
Shifts.
shifts. You always have
Yeah.
to, like, keep working to
I know. What's and it's hard too because I'm just like sometimes my stuff, even though like it's my original content, it gets like dinged as disqualified. I'm like, oh my God.
that's oh, you wanna know what pissed me off? We're not even talking about Star Wars anymore. I had a video from Stranger Things at First Shadow. I took it during the show at Curtain Call. The
Mhm.
Hosier what moment felt like
Yeah.
a Hosier's yellow, whatever.
Yeah.
They took it down and said that I violated copyright. And I was like,
Gosh.
I used this TikTok sound and that's my own video.
Yeah.
And it was like not
Like, you know how
even
many
some
curtain call people or videos there are on TikTok? Like, you
and I
can
was
make
like,
videos of that.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
asked, I was like, "Can we record at current call?" And they said, "Yes, that's the only time you can have your phone out
Yeah.
is, like, intermission and then, current call is the only time you can take your phone out." So I was like, "Cool." And the strike is, like, a strike, which is, like, I can't even go appeal the video. If I wanna appeal it, I have to go to, like, a specific website
Mhm.
and then, like, fill out forms of why it's not a copyright
Oh
violation.
gosh.
I'm like, "I took this video."
Literally so annoying. Yeah, it's so fun. I love being a content creator. Like, I do,
And the
genuinely do, but it's so hard. Like, the behind the scenes is so stressful. It's like,
I I am my
whatever.
most stressed out this year.
Mhm.
I feel like, and maybe this is like real talk, I feel so much pressure
Yeah,
this year because
me too.
I I don't want to sound like arrogant or conceited in any way because there's a
Mhm.
lot of great creators, but I think I am one of the top Stranger Things creators.
Yeah,
I think I come up with content. I think I do a good job like showing the new merch and like
yeah.
keeping trends relevant to the topic, you know?
Mhm.
And sometimes it just really stinks and it like stings watching other creators who don't
Talk
love
about
the show as much as I do get the opportunities.
Yeah, I feel
You
that.
know, I know like we've had our own conversations about it, but I'm just like that stings because I'm like I actually do love this show. Like we love this show
Yeah.
and like, we're
Mhm.
putting in our time and keeping the show relevant. That's been not off air because it's streaming, but not as relevant for the past 3 years. So it
Yeah,
hurts
I get
sometimes.
that. I know. Like, okay.
So I do feel pressure to like make sure my content and my platforms are doing something. Somehow just push me to the right people or get it's so hard because I don't want to sound like I'm bitching because there's so many people that would be grateful for 20K.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
like it still all comes down to a numbers game for most people and in the huge scheme of TikTok, 20K is so minuscule. It is
Mhm.
so tiny in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So I do feel the stress and the internalized pressure that's obviously coming from me and nobody else. I feel it
Mhm.
all this year because we're in the
Yeah,
year 5 and I do want to do
I know. You wanna do
the
everything because it's like it's the last time, and, like, you
I
wanna be
do
a
want to
part of
do like
everything and, like, collab with brands and, it's just
mhm,
like, how do we do this?" Like, yeah. So, yeah. I uh, something I find, like, helpful is just, like, writing things down as if, like, they've already happened and, like, things that I want to happen. Like, I remember before I met Joe, I wrote down, like, "I am meeting Joe," and then, like
mhm,
so I've just been, like, writing those things down and, like, setting intentions in and just, like, obviously putting in the work as best as I can and then
yeah,
see what comes from it. Cause like, you only can do so much, and then at the end of the day, it's, like, in those people's hands and stuff, which sucks, but it's like, "Hey, you don't wanna burn yourself out, so you just
yeah,
wanna do everything that you can to, like, show up." So,
yeah.
yeah.
And I will say I'm very grateful for the podcast
Mhm.
because I think it's been like another like even though it takes up a huge amount of, like, time on the back end, but
Mhm.
I do love sitting and editing, and I think too is, like which sounds weird, but, like, when I have to go back and listen and edit, I do enjoy listening to us.
Yeah.
Like, if I took myself, like, out of it and I was hearing, like I don't know how to say this, but, like, if I was just somebody else and I was listening to us talk, I would still enjoy it,
Yeah.
and I think, like, the opportunities and stuff, hopefully in the works like, the people and the guests and all that stuff in the works right now,
Yeah.
it's, like, so exciting,
Yeah.
and I was like it's just, like and then sometimes it's, like, nothing comes from things, but the fact that you're, like, talking to the people, trying to make something happen, I
Yeah.
still think is, like, crazy cool.
Mhm.
But, like, you gotta be profesh, but
Yeah.
it's still, like, crazy cool. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm talking to so and so." Still yeah.
Very true.
So, I'm grateful the podcast is, like, a different thing to tackle on its own, but I'm grateful that it feels new and not overwhelming, except for the fucking logo. I don't know what to do with that.
Should just make it simple. Like, kinda like how, like, Hot Ones is. I like how simple it is, like, just kinda do something, like, neon illuminating, but then, like, maybe have, like, um, microphones kind of in there, maybe
Yeah.
some type of,
See,
like,
I do
fun
yeah,
fandom thing. Yeah.
I do have that, and so the only reason I wanted you and I in it is because, um, one of the, like, big, like, radio show guys that I listen to, he
Mhm.
was saying, like, you can build a connection and maybe generate more interest if people see you in your, like, photo, in, like, your logo photo.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Well, maybe that's what we need to do, but I don't know."
Yeah. Have to think. Figure out something.
Anyways, guys, we, like, really love
And
Star Wars. I
baby,
don't know.
like, loves Star Wars so
I
much.
got on a 6-minute tangent here. But that's real talk because I know people, like and I'm only saying this because, like, I've talked to people about this, but, like, people think, like, "Oh, the more followers you get, the easier things come," and it's not true. It's not true.
Nope.
Um, I feel the pressure. I feel all the anxiety.
Mhm.
I'm currently medicated now, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Medicated.
I'm like
Bingo.
I I started taking anxiety meds, but I'm, like, numb,
Wow.
like, crazy. Like, I'm like, I feel like I should be, like, happy or I feel like I should be anxious,
Mhm.
but I can't, like,
Show
feel
it.
it.
Yeah, feel it.
Yeah. Or it's like I can express it, like,
Mhm.
visually, but internally, I don't feel it. But then I'm like, well, is this just how normal people are who don't struggle with this? Like, is this what it feels like to be balanced and, like, at a
Yeah.
consistent level and not too high or too down?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I love
But
it.
that's some real talk for you guys because I know there's people who are always, like,
Struggling
have
in that
questions about
aspect.
content creating, and that's real talk.
Not
I
all
still feel
sunshines and rainbows. But at the end of
no.
the day, it's worth it for me. I love doing it. It's how
I
I
just
get, like,
always
opportunities. Like, opportunities you don't think, like, you're going after. I mean, um for example, with when I got approached by Pandora with Stranger Things when they launched their
mhm,
thing. I was just like, "Am I being pranked? Like, is this a real thing? Like, you wanna send me,
yeah,
like, the collection?" Like, that's why I do it because you never know who's watching you. Like, that's the biggest thing, like, people are watching you, and you never know what door is going to open. So, like, keep posting the stuff. Don't let numbers bother you. I
and
even,
that's
like, turn my numbers, like, off on my posts too, because sometimes that just, like, always gets to me. I'm like, "I'm turning
see,
those
I
off.
wish
I don't
I wish
care."
I was more like you. I wish because, like and honestly, this is, like, maybe the one thing I'm jealous of Hannah Sarah about is that I'll be like, oh, like, sometimes I'll message her and be like, "Oh god, this is what I mean. People don't like when I post outside of Stranger Things. This is what"
Yeah.
and she'll just be like, "Just post it. It
Yeah,
literally
it's
does
fine.
not matter."
Like, just post it. Your people will
Yeah.
find you. That's why I've said too, like, I've noticed, like yeah, like, I've noticed some numbers on, like, followers on TikTok has gone down, but then I have to remember, okay, those are not my people. Those people don't wanna be here, and so it's
Mhm.
fine. Like, more people will follow me for, like, what I post, and so, like, I just have to keep that mindset, like, it's fine.
And the other important thing that I learned, and I think that is important for everybody who's creating content, is that your true followers will stay
Mhm.
for you, but you have to keep creating content as if you're a brand new creator, introducing yourself to new people. Like,
Yeah.
you're creating content for the new people, and then the people that are true to you will stay for that content.
Yeah.
So that's what the hard thing I had to learn too, because I was like, I wonder if so and so would like this, but I'm like, no, I need to create for like new people. Then if
Yeah.
they like it, they like it. And if they don't, they
I know.
don't.
So that's fine. But anyway,
Anyways, that's our little content creating.
advice.
Yeah.
Watch Star Wars
Um,
if you haven't
Star
watched it.
Wars Day is coming.
Yep.
Yes, she's wearing Padme.
Yep. Got my Padme. May the
I did
4th
this whole
is coming.
honestly, Padme's fashion incredible.
Iconic.
I did
Like
this whole post. I'm gonna have to find it and like repost it for May
her
the 4th.
outfits would heal me.
I put Padme at the Met Gala. I'm like, that's where she belonged.
You would fit
Her
in.
outfits were so good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think my favorite outfit is the field. I love that. I think it's this one, the field
Mhm.
outfit. But yeah, that's probably my favorite. I do love fireplace one where it's all like black and it's got
That's a
like,
good one.
yeah, that one's good. But really, like,
I
she's
think
done no wrong.
I think in Revenge of the Sith, I don't understand how she's in those PJs.
I'd be so,
That
I don't, I did like that one too. I love her hair there, like all curly and like,
yeah,
oh, so good.
but I'm like, that's not comfortable. You're not sleeping well, and you're pregnant. Come on.
Like, no. Okay, girl, whatever.
And speaking of that, my God, when Revenge of the Sith went back to the theaters, I could not escape shirtless Anakin.
Chocolate. Bleu.
I could not
So it's like
escape
right in my
him.
face. I'm like,
There was that's exactly what it was. There were so many posts about that. Is like,
yeah.
why do you love Revenge of the Sith? And then it would be them looking at him in the theater.
For the plot, and it's that.
Yeah.
Shirtless Anakin delish.
That was crazy. I
So,
couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my gosh. People eat this up.
yep. But anyway, yeah, need to, oh, okay. It wasn't last year. Was it last year? I don't even remember. Maybe it's 2 years ago. I did Star Wars night at Disneyland. That was
Yeah.
fun. Have you ever gone to Disney for Star Wars Land? You need to go if you haven't.
Mm-mm.
And you need to
I
drink
want to.
blue milk. It's my favorite. So
I
good.
did. It's probably different from Disneyland, but I did buy the blue milk when it came out in stores.
Probably. Yeah.
But it's different.
Like, no thanks. I love that. So fun. Wish I was going this time. But honestly, I mean, I know they do like different foods and everything and like some different characters. I'd probably go again if like I took someone else or whatever, but it was overwhelming because you really have to pick kind of what you want. And for me, I wanted the food. And that was hard too
Yeah.
because every little thing was like all around the park. I'm like, but I had the Yoda, like I think they're the beignets. Those were really good. Loved those. And then like the coffee, the black coffee with the cereal on top. That one's really
Mm.
good. Love that.
I want to go and make my own saber
You need to
so
do
bad.
that. Very
Also,
cool.
I really want to see a sassy stormtrooper. Have you seen that video on TikTok
I
where it's
don't
like
think I
the
have.
guy poses, like
Oh
the
god.
guy does like a sassy pose, and then the
Oh,
stormtrooper.
I think I okay, yes, I saw that. That's so
I want,
funny.
yeah, I want to go meet the characters.
They're fun. Except with Star Wars night, the lines are like 50 hours long. So you kind of like have to decide what you want.
Yeah,
And for me, food. Lots of food. So good. But I remember like walking around, I met Kylo. He like talked to Lily one time. Is really funny. She was like scared. Right. Oh, and then when I went by myself, I was taking a video and he came over to me and was like talking in my screen and like it was really fun. But yeah,
I want to go see
fun,
that.
fun characters. Very cool stuff. I know
You go to
Hayden likes
Disney.
going sometimes. I know for like um yeah. Sometimes his birthday, his daughter's birthday sometimes. It's very fun to see him in the parks.
That that would be so. Could you imagine
But yeah, I
just
think I
walking
would
and all of a sudden
die.
Anakin Skywalker's right next to you?
Yeah, like
It's also I'm just grateful that he's like become the face of it.
yes.
You know, like he's really the like ambassador for Star Wars. I mean,
Yeah,
Samuel L. Jackson did pop up next to him though too at a theater, which I thought was crazy. I just love it. But anyways,
but yeah,
eh,
I think we can
that's
close with that.
that's our Star Wars episode.
And may the force be with you guys.
Happy May the 4th.
May the 4th.
Should I drop
I
this on the
saw
4th?
quickly, there's like a Mandalorian thing. It's just like May the 4th, scratch out is this is the May. Yes, of course. Yeah. Always the
I
way.
do like that. This is the way.
This is the May. Perfection.
Also, if anybody wants to play the Star Wars season with me on Fortnite, hit me up. Because it's really fun.
Gosh.
It's really fun.
Is it? I don't know about that.
Anyways, yeah, this was a Star Wars episode because this is going to come out closer to May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Woohoo. These are
I
not
can't
the
help but do the
droids
Catholic
you're
thing.
looking for.
I can't help but do the Catholic thing every time I hear May the 4th be with you and also with you. I have to do it every time I hear the Catholics and also with you.
Too funny.
I don't
But
know.
anyway, stay safe.
You guys are the
nerd.
best. If you guys are listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, please drop us a 5-star rating. And like I said before, if it's a 1-star rating, send that to HannahSarah's DMs. Okay? Tell her what she did wrong and why it's a 1-star rating. Okay?
Wow. Okay. You can have fun.
Yes. The ratings really, really help us. And as we move forward, this is some real talk. As we move forward and get bigger guests on, that's something they look at when they consider us to appear on. So dropping us a rating really helps us out and helps us grow. And we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we're so grateful for you guys.
Thank you guys. See you
You can
next
follow
time.
HannahSarah at official HannahSarah everywhere. And me, Cubbie Collects. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to drop a like. Comment down below what was your favorite thing and hit that subscribe button. And I think for right now, that's all we got.
See you next time.